This MetaQuest Plus trial video is sponsored by MetaQuest. Welcome to my channel everyone, Ninja Guy VR here, and MetaQuest currently has a limited time promotion where you can get a trial of the MetaQuest Plus subscription. This service is actually something that I've enjoyed a lot this year, especially since this is my first year getting into VR, so I had a lot of games to catch up to. So today I would like to have a deep dive into explaining what this service is, what it offers, and what kind of enjoyments you can get out of it, so let's get into it. The MetaQuest Plus subscription is a service that costs $10.99 Canadian a month, or $85 a year, but right now there's a promotion going on, and if you've just purchased the MetaQuest 3S, you can register it to obtain a 3-month trial. If you already own a headset, you may still be eligible for a 1-month trial. I'll leave a link to the subscription in my description so you can have a look. For those who don't know, MetaQuest Plus is the main subscription for MetaQuest that offers a library of games for their standalone headsets. At the beginning of the year, I was a little mixed on the service, but they've actually improved it since March, which makes it pretty worth it to my eyes. The service now offers two things. Every month, they will announce 2 games that you can claim and be added to your library as long as you keep your subscription. If you don't claim them during that month, then they won't be available, so make sure to hit that get button to put them in your library. This month we've gotten Warplanes World War I Fighters, which is a World War I dogfighting game, and Space Folk City, which is kind of an objective-based and sandbox city builder. The next new thing that Quest Plus has added this year is the game catalog, and man, that adds so much value to the service. Basically, as soon as you subscribe, you will gain access to a nice selection of games that will be available as long as you're subscribed. I believe that there are currently a total of 24 games available, and it keeps expanding. This month we've received a total of 4 additional titles. This is very similar to the other premium subscriptions that you get from consoles. What's also cool about this is that they'll often offer games that are related to what's coming out this month. For example, we've just received Guardians Frontline, which comes from the same developers who made the recent Ember Souls release, so it's cool being able to explore their previous game to build up on the hype for the new one. I want to take some time to talk about some of the games that are included in the catalog to give you guys some of my recommendations. So here's a quick summary of 10 of the games that I'd personally recommend, but there are definitely other great games on there. So let's do it! Demeo is a tabletop type of game where you have to guide your hero and find the end of the dungeon, but there's a lot of obstacles in your way that you may not be able to see at first because of your peripheral. You will need to fight monsters by rolling dices and picking up cards that will suit best your attacks. You can tackle these dungeons with up to 3 other friends online, which makes it even more fun due to how you can strategize together. The graphics are also very pleasing to the eye since you can zoom in and watch the action up close. Synth Riders is one of the top VR rhythm game out there. You basically have to follow the movement showed on the screen as best as you can, making you do some pretty cool move, and this can also act as a pretty good workout from time to time. The soundtrack contains an assortment of synthwave music, hence the title, but there are some music packs that you can buy such as an 80s pack, an electro swing pack, or even songs from artists such as Lindsey Sterling, so there's a good assortment of music on there. Another good one to play with friends. I'm a sucker for story-focused puzzle adventures, and Red Matter definitely delivers on that part. You are an agent tasked to investigate a secret facility on a Saturn moon, but as you might have guessed, everything goes wrong. The puzzles are fun and the story is gripping, although this game is a little on the short side, so make sure to keep some money on the side to purchase the sequel if you want more. The game looks amazing on the standalone headset, and they've actually recently upgraded them even more, so it's a good game to see what the headset is made of for graphics.
Eastland Nublar. It's like coming home.
Now, Jurassic World Aftermath Collection is not a game that I had a chance to try yet, but it deserves its spot here, and I really want to get to it at some point. This game is a survival adventure type of game where you're stuck in the Jurassic World theme park. You have to try to escape with barely anything to defend yourself. It fits well with the assortment of genres that the Quest Plus subscription offers, and I really love the cel-shaded graphics that it offers. Let me know in the comments if you've played this one and if you'd recommend it to me. Walkabout Minigolf is a game that deserves to be on everyone's headset. It's easy to explain. It's minigolf, The vanilla version contains a good assortment of courses, but they kept adding more and more purchasable add-on, and they now have like more than 25 courses. The assortment and architecture of these courses are excellent. You'll also see some licensed ones from things like Wallace and Gromit, The Labyrinth, and an Elvis Presley one coming soon. There are also some side things that you can do, like finding hidden balls around the courses, and Fox Hunts where they give you hints of things to find, which will unlock new balls and golf clubs. Puzzling Place is another easy one to explain. Do you remember those 3D puzzles that you could do back in the 90s? Well, that's pretty much it in VR. The puzzles are mostly an assortment of locations around the world, but it's not limited to that. Before starting a puzzle, you have the option of the amount of pieces, depending on how long and hard you want the puzzle to be. You don't need to finish it all in one session though. You can leave it and pick it up another time. These puzzles can also be done with a friend. This is a solid title if you're into puzzles, most likely the best VR one out there.
Thy spirits their rightful passage.
Asgard's Rat 2 is actually only available for the month of November, so you don't have a lot of time to play it. Hopefully it'll come back because man, this is one beast of a game. This is a full story action adventure game where you're a Norse god who got betrayed by Loki, and now you're trying to get your revenge. It's one of the best VR open world game out there with over 80 hours of side quests, side activities, and more. You'll go inside dungeons where you'll have to fight, but will also encounter some tricky puzzles on your way, Legend of Zelda style. So if you want to experience a AAA experience in the headset, definitely pick this one up. I believe that Tetris Effect Connected is the first game that I bought in the MetaQuest store. I've listened to the soundtrack so many times beforehand, but I had never tried the game, and boy am I happy that I've waited. Playing Tetris Effect in VR is such a treat to the eyes, it almost feels like playing an experience. You have the typical Tetris mechanic, but the music and scenes transition play with what you do, which makes it so beautiful and fluid. I highly recommend this one. Plus you have an assortment of other things that you can do, such as online battles and many other single player and multiplayer modes. You won't get bored. In Death Unchained is another great one for the mix of games on the service, since this is an excellent roguelite. You'll go through procedurally generated levels with only a bow and arrow to defeat all of your enemies. You get this mode, but also a wave defense type of mode where you have to survive 15 waves. This Quest version was upgraded a while back with better visuals from the original and other extra content, so it's the definitive way to play on there. Check it out, especially if you're into roguelites. Last but not least is BAM! I wanted to put this one because it is a hidden gem. This is a mixed reality title where you see a small arena in front of you and you control this little guy's arm with your controllers. It reminds me a lot of something like Super Smash Bros. Where you have to throw your opponents at the end of the ring. But there's also other modes like wearing a crown for the longest time, and a game similar to Hot Potato. I did have a lot of fun playing this one with a few of my friends. It's quick to pick up for a match or two. So as you can see, there's a lot of variety in the catalog, and that's what I like about it. You'll definitely find a game in a style that you enjoy. Not only that, but some of these games are actually essentials and beloved titles that a lot of people have played. In other words, it's not just shovelware. Some of them are the top one of their genre. So the big question is it worth it? If you're new to VR, then absolutely. This will give you a nice selection of games from the start, and it's a great way to explore some of the best titles right away. The only reason why this would not be worth subscribing is only if you already have the titles that interest you in the catalog, but otherwise, go for it. Just a reminder that if you've just got your MetaQuest 3S, you'll get 3 months trial for free, so no reason to hesitate. And if you already have a headset, you may still be eligible for 1 full month. Hopefully this was helpful for you to understand what the Quest Plus subscription is all about. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments below. I've personally been enjoying it to its fullest, at least since the catalog has been added. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you find this video useful, and hit that subscribe button for content from a passionate VR player that will always give his honest opinion on things. But most of all, thank you so much for the people who have supported me throughout all of these years. You know who you are. Bye everyone!